Today we are going over a poem which is The Road Not Taken. The poem is written by the American poet Robert Frost. He writes about common, ordinary experiences in a simple but insightful way. So, we will first read the poem together and then get to the analysis. The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Along I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then I took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better climb, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same, and both the morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I debated if I shouted ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I read one sentence which I like most. I took the one less traveled by. So this is the poem. Now we go for the explanation. And all right, now let's get to the analysis of the poem. So about the poet, Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common, ordinary experiences. Now, this is his immensely popular poem, The Road Not Taken. So, in the beginning, the poem comes upon a diversion where the two roads diverged in different directions. So, the poet felt sorry that he could not travel both the roads. Okay, and he had to make a decision and choice or choose one single path at the junction. The poet stood for a long time and tried to look at the roads as far as he could. He wanted to see the roads in full and wanted to know about both the path. But he could not see anything beyond the diversion as the roads were covered with trees. In the stanza, the yellow would refer to the forest with leaves which were shed on the road and had turned yellow. This indicates that it was the autumn season. Through this stanza, the poet wants to convey that in everyone's life there comes a time when we have to make choices or decisions. We may not be able to see full outcome of making the choice, but we have to choose only one. At that time, we see the pros and cons of the situation and take the time to decide which path to take, path to take. Similarly, the poet is also taking time before making any decision. After pondering on it for a long time, the poet decided to take the other road. He felt that both the roads were equally good. He started walking on the road which had grass on it and felt that it was better road for him. The grassy road means that the road was not used, and means that only a few people have walked on it. After walking some distance, on the road, the poet left that both the path were almost the same. There was hardly any difference between that both two roads. Through this, the poet convey that in our life, whatever decisions we take or whatever choices we make, each choices has come advantages and some disadvantages. However, we must pick a path and follow through. Now, the poet says that both the paths seem to be similar. The morning leaves were shed on both the roads, and they were still green. It means that no one had walked on the roads that day. He decided to take one path that day and kept the other path for the for another day. Okay, he knows that he cannot go back and take the other path once he moves ahead with one. Okay, if we start, then we cannot go back. We should take a decision and we have to go forward. That's only the choice before us. Similarly, in our life, okay, when we make one decision, we cannot go back. We should face it. We have to, whatever comes, we have to face and take a wise decision. We should go forward. That is the life. We have to move ahead with the some choices and face the consequences which comes our way. The poet says that on the day in the future he will take a deep breath and say that once upon a time. He had reached a point in life where he had two roads in front of him, and on that day he had to make a difficult choice, and he chose to travel on the road that was traveled by less people. The road less traveled by, and it means that he chose something that is not a popular choice, and that decision changed his life entirely, totally. Through this poem, the poet sends a powerful message that people should decide wisely in their life, because the decision they will take will have an impact on the rest of their life. And the poet also tells us that the popular choices is not always that right choice. Sometimes traveling by the roads less traveled by makes all the difference. All right, that bring us to the end of analysis of the poem. So life means to take advantages and risk to go forward. Okay, thank you.